Hello, and welcome to Writing Tips with Rachel. Today I'm sharing my best tips for finding and working with a book agent. The agent querying process can seem daunting and never-ending at times. I know, I've been there. My agent and I started working together in 2016. We've been together for 7 years and have sold 7 manuscripts together so far. I tell you all that to let you know where I'm coming from. I've done the work, and now I want to help you do it. Which brings me to my first tip. Number 1, do your work. No one snags an agent without doing the work. This means a couple of things. First, your manuscript needs to be polished. We can't send out a first draft and expect our inbox to be flooded with offers from interested agents. And usually, we can't send out a second or third draft either. Most agents are looking for a polished, professional manuscript, because their lists are already full of writers who have sold books to publishers. They don't want to put in a lot of work on a debut writer's manuscript that they might not be able to sell. There are exceptions to this, of course, but it's better not to expect those exceptions. Send out your best work. Secondly, research agents who would be a good fit for your manuscript and the kinds of manuscripts you write. Don't just send your work to every agent out there. The first book I ever wrote, I sent to every agent who represented the genre, literary fiction for children. It was way too broad a category. I didn't put in the work, and I got very few full manuscript requests. My second book, which was arguably better than the first, went to about 12 agents I researched and targeted because they represented books similar to mine. How did I find them? I read the acknowledgments in books I loved. I scoured Writer's Digest guides and literary agent websites. I practically stalked manuscriptwishlist.com and the Twitter hashtag MSWL. That's how I found my agent. She posted a call for heartwarming middle grade novels in verse. I had one of those, so I visited her agency website and queried her according to her specifications. Out of the 12 agents I queried for that book, 10 of them requested the full manuscript. 2 of them offered representation. Number 2, pay attention to the rejections. But remember, they're subjective. All writers get rejections. Some will come with a canned response. Some will come more personalized. Some will include targeted feedback. And some of that feedback will feel right, and some of it won't. If several people are giving you the same kind of feedback about your manuscript, pay attention to it. Consider doing something about it. But if the feedback is all over the place, try to remember that writing is subjective. Everyone has their own opinions. The books I like may not be the same books you like, and the same is true of agents. One agent will love that you have a loudmouth, opinionated grandmother in your book, and another will hate it. Don't take it personally. Number 3, be open to pivoting. One of the reasons I wanted my agent was that she's what's known as an editorial agent. Before she offered representation, she suggested a revise and resubmit. We talked by phone about notes she'd made on my manuscript and how she thought I might improve it. All of her notes made sense and felt right for what I was trying to do with the story. So I took a month and revised the manuscript and resubmitted it to her. She offered representation about a month later. Sometimes, if an agent really likes your manuscript, they will ask for a revise and resubmit. It's not an offer of representation. It means they see potential in your book and they want to see how you'll handle revision. These situations don't always end happily. I had another manuscript out at that same time, and another agent asked for a revise and resubmit. I liked her notes and thought they made the manuscript stronger, so I spent 2 months revising. She did not offer representation. Which leads me to number 4. You don't have to take the offer. I know it's hard to remember when you just want an agent and when you need an agent to get any farther in the traditional publishing world. But if an agent has requested a revise and resubmit that doesn't sit well with you, you don't have to do it. You can thank them for their time and respectfully decline. You also don't have to take the offer. If an agent has offered representation, request a call with them so you can ask some questions. What do they see as necessary revisions for your manuscript before you can take it out on submission to editors? Do these revisions feel right to you? What kinds of publishers do they have a relationship with? If the book doesn't sell in the first round of submissions, will they take it out on submission again? What if it doesn't sell at all? Will they sit on it and circle back around to it somewhere down the road, or is that just it? Talk to the writers represented by the agent. Ask them what communication is like. How long does the agent take to get you notes on a manuscript? How communicative are they during the submission process or in general? And be brave communicating your own goals and ambitions. Be honest about what you want out of your career. The agent relationship has been compared to a marriage relationship. Before you commit, you want to know as much as you can about the person who will be your partner, don't you? Number 5, take care of yourself. It's not easy to put yourself out there again and again and face rejections that seem to never stop coming. It can wear on you, beat you down, make you question if you have what it takes or whether you even want to do this. Rejections take a real toll on your mental health, so it's okay to take a break from querying and find your people who believe in you and your work, and people who are also doing what you're doing. I have a group of writing friends I meet with every morning so we can write for an hour and a half, and after that writing time, we can talk and gripe about writing and the publishing world and how hard life is, and so we can build each other back up from the bottom. Don't underestimate how vital those relationships are to your continuance. And number 6, above all, don't stop believing. You love your book. Chances are someone else will love your book too. Your story matters. Never forget that. Keep fighting for it. Persist. Because those who persist will see their dreams turn into reality. That's it for today's Writing Tips with Rachel. I hope these tips have been helpful to you. I'd love to know your best tips for finding and working with an agent, or any questions you might have about the relationship. And be sure to subscribe to my channel for videos about books and life and more videos like this. Thanks for watching.